Welcome to OCP TV, the newsroom for the Open Compute Project Foundation. I'm Laura Noland at the 2020 OCP Virtual Summit. Joining me today is Howie Granat, Director of Business Development, Commercial and Industrial Consumer at Inventus Power. Welcome to OCP TV, Howie.
Thank you, Laura. Great to be here.
Well, tell our viewers about Inventus Power and what you do.
Inventus Power is a global leader in advanced battery systems. We're a truly globally focused company, a lot of engineering in our products, and we're headquartered outside of Chicago, and we manufacture our products in 5 different countries, so we're very global. And we're deeply involved with the top companies in their respective fields, including industrial, critical power, medical, military, and the mobility industries.
So you are a first-time sponsor this year at the OCP Summit. Why is it important to be part of this event?
Well, we've actually been aware of the OCP movement for a number of years now and have had a contingency of our engineering and our business development teams attending the global and the regional summits. However, this past year or so, it was the Open Edge sub-project within the telco group that was a catalyst for our company to become a community member. And now we're a sponsor of the Global/Virtual Summit. The team from Nokia and the telco group were really impressed with our interest in supporting the Open Edge system with a battery backup unit for a number of their far edge and IoT applications. And then one thing led to another.
So you're already seeing success for being part of the OCP community. So now that you have some momentum with what you just discussed, tell us how OCP is helping you solve business and then furthering solving industry challenges.
Well, OCP has helped Inventus Power to gain a lot of exposure to a much wider variety of industry manufacturers and end users, and the more detailed knowledge that comes from that exposure. You're going to think that traditionally a lot of our market information came from our custom OEM relationships, and that kind of limits the understanding that we get of their end product tied into the different systems and how the market is actually using the product. So because of OCP, we're now able to incorporate a much deeper understanding because of our involvement in the strategy and the conversations that we're able to now incorporate into our latest products. As an OCP community member, we also are now given a platform to share a lot of this consolidated knowledge back into the greater OCP community. And because of that, we see the ability to really enhance the next generation systems with the most advanced, reliable, and safe battery solutions.
So let's talk about what's happening at Inventus Power. You talked about your work within the OCP community. But any news to share from Inventus?
Yeah, we actually have a lot of items to share as far as news. We're proud to celebrate our 60th anniversary this year. So that's one major accomplishment. And also, we're extremely focused right now on doing our part to alleviate the COVID-19 crisis. We're very, very busy at all of our factories, because a significant part of our business in manufacturing medical battery devices. So we're supporting a lot of clients already and have been for years that build respiratory care products. And we've also been awarded a number of new projects from a lot of other companies that we haven't done business with that are crucially ramping up production in that segment. That aside, we've been supporting a pretty significant increase in our critical power product group, with battery backup units being recently released for the teleconferencing market, and also next generation cloud computing systems. As we all know, the boom of more diversified usage into cloud computing and people working from home is definitely taxing some of the cloud systems as opposed to the on-premises computing in your offices. So we're seeing a lot more adaptation of lithium-ion in the backup market and the UPS segments, and we're seeing steady growth in those areas. Thirdly, over this coming year, we were already working on the release of a new line of standard products in many of our market segments and the expansion of our battery offering beyond our traditional custom OEM and ODM models.
So with the OCP Global Summit, the schedule is packed, lots happening at this year's event online. Tell us what you hope to take away from the event.
Well, most importantly, we hope to gather a better understanding of the system demands and applications and customer needs for the next generation battery and power solutions. Nothing beats the ability to have, free form, hopefully face-to-face conversations in the future, with the various attendees of the OCP summits. We found that the conversations from our previous visits and summits and workshops, et cetera, have really been instrumental in our concentration in the segment and also in our ability to develop, our next generation concepts and, sizes and scope and safety factors. And, to us, it's always been embedded in our designs to have the voice of the customer early and frequently so that we can optimize our product for the different markets that we serve.
Howard, tell us where our viewers can go to learn more.
Well, you can go to inventuspower.com and also LinkedIn. We do a lot of social media posts there. And, a lot of good information on both of those websites. And of course, we have a pretty stellar business development and account management team out there. So feel free to, call in, send a note to our website, and, we're glad to have some one-on-one conversations with any interested parties.
Well, thank you so much, Howie, for joining us today on OCP TV.
Sure. Thanks for having me.
And thank you, viewers, for tuning in to OCP TV, the virtual show.